That's one thing that's crazy to watch. You'll see. Yeah? Is the pictures. To see how we change. I've slowly gotten fatter. I don't look too bad now. Some of the hair. Don't lose my hair. Love that poster, by the way. That one right there. The Big E. Hey, everybody. How's it going?
Oh, hey, how's it going, everybody?
Shit. I didn't see you there.
Hey.
He's looking at his watchtower.
I didn't see you guys there.
I'll take care of this. This is the Point Podcast with yours truly, Brad, and me, Mike. You can find us on iTunes, YouTube. Subscribe to us, please. We also have Facebook. I mean, he's got Snapchat, Brad123XXX. And I used to do an Instagram, but I don't do one anymore.
What?
I got tired of Instagram.
Dude.
Got so dumb.
God, you're the worst person ever.
I couldn't do it anymore. I dropped off Instagram. I took the Facebook app off my phone. I mean, I'm trying to get rid
quitter.
of...
You're a quitter is what you are.
I'm getting rid of all that stupid shit because I kept looking at the Instagram. I'm like, oh, did people like my pictures? Oh, man, I got 56 likes. That's awesome. I feel so good about myself. And fuck it. I got so tired of it. You go and you look at stuff, and it's like these professionally shot Instagram photos, and Instagram was not supposed to be professional photos. It was supposed to be people just taking pictures with their phone and just putting it up on the moment, not posing for the damn photos. I got tired of it, man. I had to drop it. What are you reading? Why are you holding the Watchtower magazine up?
Oh, I can't believe you asked.
You know
well, you see, Mike, I'm a Jehovah's Witness now.
Holy shit. Well, you better be careful because they're going to try and get you on some kind of copyright shit looking at their magazine.
Fuck that. No, they won't.
We're Jehovah's Witness, and you've broached our legal contract. The Watchtower. Did you have someone come by your house?
Colossians chapter 1, verse 3.
Colossians.
Colossians. We always thank God, the Father of our Lord Jesus Christ, when we pray for you.
Well, that's good.
It's Sunday morning, so this is going to be a Bible study.
Shit.
Oh, they did come by.
When?
Yesterday morning.
Nice. Did you answer the door naked?
No. I didn't know who it was. I don't have a peephole.
Oh, that's right. You don't.
So I opened the door, and there was an older gentleman with a Bible and this. And I asked him if I could have this. And he said, oh, sure, definitely. And then he read me a nice verse out of Isaiah. And he said, do you believe the Bible was created by God or man? And I said, man.
Oh.
And he was like, oh, okay, well, it's lasted so long. You have to agree that it's lasted so long. I'm like, yeah, it's lasted a long time. Why would you disagree with that? You know what I mean? Because this is about the Bible, a story of survival. This edition's about how long it's lasted. Facts. These are facts. Yeah. And then he said, do you mind if I come back sometime and, talk to you after you've read it? And I said, okay. He said, are you usually here on Saturdays? I was like, yeah.
Shit.
I was like, all right. And then I shook his hand and said, thanks.
That's not what I expected.
I wanted to hear what he had to say, and I know I was going to use it for the show. That's why I wanted this.
Oh, yeah? It's upside down.
Because this is Sunday morning on the Sabbath day of the week, and, whatever. That's Pastor Mike and Pastor Brad are here to fucking drink coffee and talk about whatever.
Fuck. Pastor Mike. Oh my.
Pastor Mike.
Oh, my God. I couldn't be one of those. I wanted to be Bishop Mike. Bishop Mike. Because that's Bishop Mormon, Mike. Too.
That's dope.
But it has all that dope shit that they get over in the Vatican. Pimp-ass robes and gold rings and limousines and personal love slaves.
What's a pastor got to do? Or a bishop?
I gotta spit some shit every once in a while. You know what that makes me wonder?
Yeah.
When you get that high up in a religious, like organization.
Yeah.
Do those people, actually believe this shit? Or they actually,
the people that are a part of the church?
Like the high level of any religion.
Yeah,
the highest level. Like the people that claim they talk to God.
Uh-huh.
But in my opinion, no, they don't.
They don't.
And so they're just spitting the shit just to try to stay afloat.
They feel like they're serving God.
Yeah, but they claim to speak for God, so that means God speaks to them, but they have to know, and this is just my opinion.
He speaks through them.
Speaks through them, but this is just my opinion, because heaven knows I don't know.
Right.
But they have to know at some point that they're selling some shit. Like you get that high up, like the bishops and the cardinals, or in the Mormon religion, you got the apostles and the prophet and all these people.
I imagine when those high up people sit down at the end of the month and they look at their bank account and how much it's grown and they're staring at it, they go, they must question it. They must be like, I don't know.
Fuck.
Why is there so much money attached to this?
Well, it's the same thing.
Why am I making so much money?
When money's supposedly like the root of all evil.
Yeah.
And
that Jesus said it's easier to pass a camel through the eye of the needle than a rich man get in heaven.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They just skip over that shit?
Yeah, they just happen to forget that.
Oh.
I do this for the power of God as I drive my Porsche down the street. And I've got people in my congregation. They're on fucking food stamps.
Down the street past all the homeless people.
Exactly.
Get out of the way.
Oh, my God. Oh.
So how about our shit attendance? Our attendance sucks.
Oh, you mean people coming up or us missing episodes?
Me and you missing episodes.
He got hungover every time. People need a break.
It's like life happens.
He got shithoused,
but yet
which
I
think
see
he needed to get.
So I got. That's the drunkest I've been in a long time.
We've missed a couple. That's fine.
But I look at these other shows and they don't miss anything, dude. And it's like when they're gonna miss a day, they do it on the other day and release it at the same time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a lot of work.
Yeah. Nikki made a. You know how we talk about Joe Rogan all the time?
Me and you?
Yeah, because he's a fucking dope-ass bastard, and we love that guy. She made a remark that...
About Joe Rogan?
About Joe Rogan that really kind of blew me away. Because I've been thinking, I'm like, how the fuck does he do all the stuff he does? He works out all the time. He does UFC. He does freaking like 3 podcasts a week or some shit like that. He's got a wife. He's got kids. He does stand-up comedy. He's traveling all the time.
Yeah,
I'm like, how does he have the time to do this? And Nikki's like, well, he's not doing that every day. Like, he does like a UFC thing like twice a month. And he does stand-up on the weekends or on a weekday. And then he hangs out with his wife's kids, or he goes and does some podcasts, or he goes and works out. And I was like, holy shit. Like, he really isn't that. He's busy and productive, but he's not as busy as I thought he was.
Well, yeah, he is, though.
Well, that's what
I think, like, in the mornings, he hangs out with his family. And I think when he goes and does comedy, that's, like, after his kids are asleep.
Yeah.
Then he goes out again.
Yeah.
At like 10 or something and fucking goes and does comedy.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, he doesn't really travel and do comedy.
Mm-hmm.
He kind of just does it in L.A.
He goes to Vegas a lot, too.
Yeah, he goes to Vegas a lot.
Yeah. But it was just
But, like, if he goes somewhere for the UFC, he'll do a comedy night before that. Like a comedy night in Vegas before that, or in Atlanta or something.
Or after the UFC night. Speaking of which, did you watch the 200?
Yeah, did you?
Oh, no, but I wanted to. But I was at Summerfest. How was it? I heard Lesnar won, which is a fucking human gorilla.
I'm not surprised. It was... I've seen better.
Yeah?
I've seen better. I don't think it was as big of a deal as they made it out to be,
mm-hmm.
but it was good.
How was
Misha Tate lost, which I was really sad about.
Misha Tate lost?
Mm-hmm.
To who?
Amanda Nunes.
Oh, Misha Tate.
Which Amanda Nunes is a fucking sniper. A fierce fucking sniper.
Yeah, she snaps in hard shots and jabs and stuff.
She is quick.
Was there any takedown shit? Or did they just do it standing up?
Oh, no, she took her down.
Mm.
She just got a couple shots. She broke her nose.
She broke Misha Tate's nose? Ouch.
Yeah, man, it was rough.
Oh.
And I really like Misha Tate.
Isn't that crazy that
I really like Misha Tate.
Like these champions, they don't last very long.
They last like one fight.
Gone. Like they're champions.
I mean, Ronda Rousey lasted a while.
Yeah, she did.
But since then, it's flopped over. It went from Rousey to Holly Holm to Misha Tate to Amanda Nunes in 3 fights.
Yeah. Like they're just dropping it. Like it's so crazy. Like,
but Lesnar is a fucking beast.
Yeah, he is.
He is a beast, dude. He is scary. He is not somebody you want to run into.
He
looks like the fucking Hulk, dude. And he just lays on top of the guy, and the guy's just done for.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's just hitting his head, just laying on top of him, and the guy can't get him off of him, so he's just going like this and just taking these headshots.
Oh my god, he's just too big. He's just too fucking big. Dude. I mean, I wonder who's bigger.
UFC 200 main.
Okay,
the dude from the mountain, the Game of Thrones. We're watching some of the fight right now.
Highlights.
The highlights. Oh shit!
She just keeps hitting her, and then Misha Tate doesn't know. She doesn't know where she's at.
She's getting knocked. Oh, yep, she's
gone. Falling over.
Oh, she's scared. Oh my god.
Oh, dude, that girl is quick
and powerful. Oh, she's got fucking vampire fangs. What is that? Mouthpiece.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's a mouthpiece. Her real nature's coming out. She's a Wolverine. She's a werewolf. She's some kind of animal. She's not human. Oh my God.
Craziness.
And they get paid so much money for those fights, but they don't last very long. Like it's just like they're there and gone. Like a fucking firework, just pew, pah, gone. I mean, you got Mayweather, who's been around for fucking ever, but no one likes the dude because
he's a good boxer.
Oh yeah, he's a
Look
good
at that guy.
tactician. Yeah, that dude is a beast. How old is he now?
That guy's
too?
big too, though.
Yeah, dude.
Look at this.
He's freaking. He looks like he's Maori. He's got some Islander in him.
He's just nailing him.
Dude, Lesnar was born in
God
the
damn
wrong
it.
time. He should have been a fucking gladiator or a Viking. Like he should not have been born in.
He's
this
got
day
some
and
Viking
age.
blood in him.
Oh my gosh! I mean,
The guy's
like not doing anything. Damn, Lesnar's getting old too. Look at it. You can see it in his face.
yeah.
They're getting so old.
And that's his first fight since 2011.
Yeah, he's been gone forever.
He came in and just won after 5 years.
Well, I remember
crazy.
I remember this first fight against
hope
Mir.
Oh yeah.
The first fight that I saw him do against Mir, and he was throwing Mir around. Like he was literally throwing this guy around the ring. But the Mir got him with technique. He got him in a ankle lock or a leg lock. I can't remember.
Yeah.
And so Lesnar tapped out, and then he went and did some training, and he came back, and then he dominated.
Mir? Somebody else.
Someone else. I don't know if he
Wow.
fought Mir again, but he destroyed the next person he fought.
It sucks that Misha Tate lost, dude.
Yeah. Her interview with Rogan was pretty cool. After
podcast?
The fight. Yeah, the podcast that she did with him.
Yeah, she does her own now, but I didn't really like it.
Huh? Oh, she does her own?
She does her own podcast.
Oh, man.
It's really just like a woman just talking into a microphone. Not to be the women-hating podcast that we are.
No, yeah.
But
Women hating. No, that's not true. Well, wait, they make the girls walk around in swim short panty things for the weigh-ins?
yeah.
Oh, my God.
That's what the guys do.
The guys are wearing, like, boxer briefs and shit. You know, these girls don't have any, like, exercise shorts to wear? No? They don't wear that shit that they wear at the gym? No, they just walk out in panties and crap?
I see what you're saying.
I mean, go for it. That's cool, but like that makes more sense. Like, why? That makes more sense.
You get more people to watch?
Yeah, I guess that's true. Man, it's scary. Scary. Women, death by snoo. They'll kill you. They'll break your face.
That's not even a weigh-in.
Look at Dana White's face. He's like, these women would kill me. He knows that he couldn't do anything.
Well, yeah, there's him between Lesnar and
oh my God,
what's the other guy? Mark Hunt?
I'm not sure. Dude, Joe Rogan over there.
It looks like if they were to do anything, Dana White would just be completely helpless.
Gosh, he's huge. Just big people. I'm a big guy, but that's a big guy.
Yeah, dude. He's like the Hulk.
Yeah, he is. Look at that Neanderthal face.
Yeah.
He'd break through bricks with his forehead.
Yeah.
It's just jacked.
I mean, if you were next to that guy, you'd be like, that's the biggest person ever. You know?
There's some pretty big Islanders. I've known some of
Yeah,
them.
he's
I grew up with
Samoan.
some. He's not
Yeah,
surprised.
yeah.
It was either Pauly, Samoan, or Tongan.
Yeah,
One
he's
of the three.
Samoan. Yeah, whatever.
There's
Okay.
big people. They're strong. They're beasts in their genes. What's Lesnar? German? German something? German, Swede, Norwegian, whatever. He's freaking huge.
He's got to be something.
He's got to be. Watch the skin and be like, he's
Born in South Dakota. He's probably Norwegian.
South Dakota. It's a big old
6'3".
dude.
He's 38.
He's 38 years old?
He's a rough 38.
Well, yeah, he's definitely, he's been working his body hard a long time. God, that guy's big. He has more he has more muscles in one of his pecs than I do my whole chest. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
He is of German descent.
That makes sense. That totally does.
17, joined the National Guard, construction company, color blindness, football,
Wow.
I think. Yeah, football. Okay, that's craziness.
Yeah, it's just big people, man. It's all about genetics and stuff that's been passed down. Have you heard about this Y Adam chromosome that they've got? Like, there's some scientists that are saying that every human being, if you do genetic testing, can be traced back to one male. One male from 200 something thousand years ago.
That's
There are scientists that they're calling it the Y chromosome, the Y atom chromosome, or the Y chromosome atom, and it's stating they're trying to support the fact that we all came from one person. So it's like 200 something thousand years ago is what they're saying, and it's pretty interesting. Yeah, there's 200 to 300,000 years ago, and
okay.
so pretty much they're trying to support that we all came from one male.
Well, sure.
So
Whether you believe in creationism or evolution, we all probably did come from one male.
I don't know about that. We probably came from a big grouping of males and females of whatever species. Because, that's one thing that's always crazy about evolution. It's like, what creates the traits that we have?
Right. Oh, I like that stuff.
Or like,
oh shit,
how does it grow? Because you have this concept, like this timeline that people like to think, like that the Bible's 2,000 years old. They're like, well, the Bible's 2,000 years old. It's lasted so long. It's like, yeah, so have the 10,000-year-old hieroglyphics on the Egyptian walls.
Right.
It's
trees that have been around longer.
Exactly.
Right.
Your shit's not that important. So it's like, how long ago was like civilizations, and when did the human species come?
Right.
Like, when did it show up? Because we have evidence of people 14,000 years ago.
Right.
So we have evidence of people 30,000 years ago. I mean, they're all loosely covered by evidence, and scientists are trying to put all these profiles together.
It's hard.
But one male 200,000 years ago was a progenitor of the entire human race.
Right.
That doesn't make sense to me.
Speaking of 2,000 years ago, they have now opened the Noah's Ark theme park, right?
Oh, that's sad.
At the Kentucky theme park, they built this life-size replica of Noah's Ark.
A life size?
Well, I mean,
Did they do it
to scale.
Did they do it in cubits?
They did it to the scale that the Bible described it. That's what it actually
1,000 cubits versus 2,000 cubits versus 5,000 cubits.
So a $100 million representation of Noah's Ark opened to ticket holders Thursday in Williamstown, Kentucky, but critics say the religious enterprise shouldn't have received government tax breaks.
Fuck yeah, it shouldn't have. No church should get tax breaks.
The massive exhibit, claimed to be the largest timber frame structure in the world, sits on the grounds of a Christian theme park, Ark Encounter, a for-profit enterprise founded by Ken Ham. He said the park is an evangelical tool aimed at teaching creationism, a literal interpretation of the Bible's book of Genesis. The Ark is 510 feet long, 85 feet wide, and 51 feet high. Constructed based on dimensions derived from Scripture, its 3 decks span more than 120,000 square feet.
Fuck.
So it's 510 feet long, but there's 3 decks inside of there.
Damn.
That's nuts, dude.
That is scary. That is freaking scary. What, they put dinosaurs?
Yeah, dude. There's dinosaurs in there.
Oh my god. People. Oh my god.
And then get this. The park will generate 20,000 jobs, $4 billion in tourism revenue. Okay, so get this. As a condition of employment, all Ark Encounter applicants must sign a statement of faith attesting to the creationist vision and disavowing homosexuality, same-sex marriage, and premarital sex in order to work there. That's crazy, dude.
Oh, to work there.
To work there.
I thought it was to go there.
No.
I was like, what?
To be an employee.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That is so...
Would you go?
No.
I wonder how expensive
No, I would
it is.
not go. That is retarded in every way possible. I would rather spend thousands of dollars to travel to the other side of the planet to see an ancient ruin built thousands of years ago by this crazy civilization that dominated the known world than go to some nut job rich man's theme park where you put dinosaur in cages next to wild boars. To explain creationism. That makes no fucking sense.
How much do you think it cost?
Well, it said $100-something million.
No, how much do you think it cost to go and visit it? Like,
buy
a
I bet
ticket?
I bet it's over $100.
Really?
I bet.
I say 60.
I bet it's $100.
I say 60. And I haven't looked in case.
Oh my freaking gosh! Oh wait,
40.
not that bad. But that's one adult.
Right.
I'm thinking
You're
and
right,
family.
right.
Because we all know it's going to be Christian families that are going to this, so they all have like 12 kids. So they're going to be spending upwards of a few $100s just to go in. I mean, look at it. Children ages 5 to 12 who don't even understand, the bare minimum age.
Right.
Understanding what the hell's going on. They make you pay $28.
Or you can get an annual pass and go all fucking year. You could go every weekend, dude.
That is so messed up. That is so messed up. They can see what we're doing on this, right?
The people watching on YouTube can.
Yeah. I mean, okay, so everyone who's just listening, we are looking at the webpage. Ark Encounter is what it is. ArkEncounter.com.
I wish there was like a cool video.
And they're showing pictures, and the structure looks amazing. I mean, it's definitely, they've put some money into it. And wood structures, especially solid wood timber structures, are not cheap. But that was, oh my gosh. I just,
of course, it's Kentucky. Oh
yeah,
my God.
that makes sense. It totally does. I mean, that's just ridiculous. Like, why would they do that?
It's so bad for us to watch.
Did you ever
videos.
watch that video, the Bill Nye versus Ken Ham?
Well, it's very long, but I watched parts of it.
Oh my God.
I skipped through it.
You just see the utter terror in Bill Nye's face where he's like, this human being is walking around free in the streets.
Right.
In a car.
I don't like Ken Ham. I'm not a fan.
Well, you shouldn't. The guy's a fucking nut job. He's a nut job with too much
See,
money.
look at that.
I mean, that's crazy.
Look at what they're using.
They're using cranes.
Because Noah had cranes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Noah had cranes. Noah had slaves.
And hard hats.
Noah was a rich man and had a lot of people work for him. And he just threw humans
No,
at
dude.
that shit.
It was just
until
him
the
and his
ship was
family,
built.
dude.
No, that's not true.
Because nobody else believed them.
Yeah, they just thought they're crazy. So,
Look at all that technology being used.
to build that ship, that is nuts.
I'd go if I got a free pass.
You know what's crazy? The Chinese built ships that weren't that much smaller than that.
Like old China?
Like old, like imperial China, like the dynasty's China. There was actually there is an excavation going on around San Francisco Bay Area
Wow.
where they are finding evidence that the Chinese were there
Wow.
hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years ago.
Yeah.
And one of the ships that they have scaled to it compared to the Santa Maria makes the Santa Maria look like a fucking tugboat next to a cruiser.
Jesus.
And this ship is just this massive ship that just, I mean, the Santa Maria was how big? Well, I mean, roughly.
I just picture like a regular sailing ship.
Yeah, but when I think of those ships, I think of like the big pirates and like pirate ships and stuff like that. But Santa Maria really wasn't that big. But compared to the freaking, like the Chinese ship, it was just tiny. It was
Really?
tiny. Look up ancient Chinese ship compared to Santa Maria.
Oh, there's like a thing?
Yeah, they actually have a diagram, a picture of it.
19
that shows.
meters?
It's 62 feet long.
Right, 62 feet.
Yeah, so
I can't picture that. It's not even a football field.
yeah, it's not even that. Which exactly we're like, oh, these ships are huge. And like, no, they're not that long. Like they're probably like the length of most people's yards. You know,
Wow.
Santa Maria versus Chinese ship. Yeah, there we go. The Zhang, the Chinese explorer Zhang. I think that's how you pronounce his name. So we're looking up this stuff right
Oh, God.
now.
What's this?
Oh, you're on some kind of torrent discussion website. Here you got,
No,
you
I'm
got to
not.
look at the pictures.
Oh.
Yeah, or you can do Reddit.
Oh, like this?
Yeah. Like, look at that. That's the Santa
Wow.
Maria, and that's the Chinese ship.
I'd much rather be on the Chinese ship.
I know, right? It's like freaking huge.
It's like 3 or 4 times the size.
Oh, yeah. So that's probably, I would say, so Santa Maria is 62 feet long. I'd say that thing's probably 160, 180 feet.
Yeah,
Maybe a
something
little
like
bit
that.
less. And it's just this massive ship. So there were people building ships
Right.
that long
Very
ago,
big.
that big. Big, huge ships. So, but I mean, how their technology, like how were they able to get that done?
How was anybody able to survive on those things, dude? How long did it take to get from fucking Europe to America?
Months.
Oh, God.
There were people dying. There were people dying on the ship, and they just throw their bodies overboard because they get sick or they do something wrong, so they throw them overboard. And it was
1800s.
No, not 1800s.
1700s.
Yeah, no. Yeah, was it no? 1492.
1400s?
Was it 1492 when he came over?
I would be so miserable.
Of course you would.
Between 8 and 12 weeks.
Shit. Sails to propel in the length of the voyage greatly depended on the wind. Yeah. I mean,
8 to 12 weeks. That's a long time, dude. That's a long
Columbus
time.
was 1492, right?
I don't remember.
So that's way before.
Oh, these are 1700s.
Yeah, you're thinking 15th century. So Columbus, you just type in, how long did it take Columbus?
I don't like Columbus.
I don't like him either. I mean, he had a dream and he fucking went for it. I mean, he literally did. He's like, I think that's something.
That's a good thing to say.
Yeah, but as a person, he was probably a shitty person. So.
Oh, God damn it!
And he hit down in Cuba. So. Didn't it say up there?
Yeah, he hit in like the Virgin Islands. I don't know where it says.
Blah, blah, blah. Reach where the rich gold Columbus but net. Blah, 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 blah. Travel. However, the trip was longer than anticipated by the Columbus and his crew. Kept 2 sets. Blah, blah, blah. Let's see. Yeah, it doesn't say.
I know it doesn't say. It's fucking
It doesn't say how long it took him. Wait, no. Nope.
So this right here says Columbus
set sail on August 3rd, 1492.
And then it says this.
Fuck! Took him 2 months. Somewhere around 2 months.
Oh, 2 months.
That's crazy.
8 weeks.
And they got to keep fresh water, fresh food. They got to keep themselves clean. I mean, have you ever read...
It sounds so shitty.
You ever read any of those old books like Shoga?
No.
Long, crazy, in-depth books, but they drastically show.
I would read Moby Dick.
Moby Dick would be cool. Check out Shoga. Shoga's really, really cool.
Moby Dick's better.
Have you've never read either? But
I know the story of Moby Dick. The fucking Captain Ahab or whatever his name is obsessed with fucking killing a whale, and it eventually kills him.
Yeah,
that's awesome. Shoga's not better than that.
Yeah, but it talks about how like
can't we just have good movies?
The Europeans were like nasty, like hygiene-wise, compared to a lot of the world. Like in South America, a lot of the cultures in South America, like the Aztecs and stuff like that, they were very clean. Like they took baths daily. They were one of the most.
They're inland.
They were inland by water.
Oh, you're talking about Europe in general.
Europe in general was just. I mean, around because I was watching a documentary today about the Aztecs, and I used to think the Aztecs lasted forever.
First of all, where do they shit on the ship? Just overboard?
They shit in buckets and throw it overboard.
Okay, keep going.
So, I mean, that's what I would assume they would do. But around the same time that these, the Chinese and the Japanese and all these other cultures around the world are living, the Black Plague is happening.
Oh yeah.
I mean, 1400s.
India.
I mean, that's what was it? 1438 to 14 something.
People just getting malaria.
Is around when the Black Plague hit. In fact, I'm pretty positive that's when the Black Plague hit.
Oh fucking A.
But I mean, you had the Aztecs over there showering, you had the Chinese showering, you had the Japanese showering, you have people all over the world showering, and Europe is just filled with these nasty people with dead bodies in the streets, just throwing their shit into the streets, just making this horrible...
The Black Death.
1300s.
Was one of the most devastating pandemics in human history, resulting in the deaths of an estimated 75 to 200 million people. In the years 1346 to 53.
So 100 years before.
So it's only 7 years, 200 million people died.
God. That is horrible, horrible, horrible disease. And it's this cultures where all these people just like aren't cleaning themselves. Just nasty people.
Yeah, dude. I can't do that. That's why I don't even want to go camping.
Oh, you were probably safer out in the woods than you were in a city.
Well, yeah, but now I don't want to go camping because I don't have a shower in the morning or at night.
Well, you're just too much of a baby to take a shower in the river.
True. That's a good point. I guess if you're by water, it's different. You know what's a movie that needs to be made really well by like James Cameron?
An Egyptian movie.
No.
Ancient Egypt.
No.
What?
Atlantis.
Oh,
that's a movie that
needs
to be made.
Like about
I'm talking Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
I don't know who else would be.
Why would Dwayne?
Scarlett Johansson, Dwayne The Rock Johnson. We're talking all-star cast here. Michael Fassbender. I don't even know who that is, but sure.
He plays Magneto. He also plays one of the guys in 300. Emilia Clarke. We gotta get Mother of Dragons in there.
Oh my god. That would be. It could be a good movie if they did it right. If you had the right person to do it.
Well, like the crazy thing about
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah. Well, the crazy thing, he's definitely got to be in there. About Atlantis is that there's really not.
Samuel L. Jackson's got to be in there somewhere.
Yeah.
He'll be the cook on the ship or something.
Oh, fuck yeah. Oh, that'd be pimp. The cook or some pimp in the street.
Yeah.
Some pimp just running the hookers in
Atlantis?
In Atlantis.
Oh, God.
Oh, you know, if Atlantis was real, you know they had some high-end brothels. They had some crazy brothels with people that were just trained to fuck since they were kids.
It's not, wait, you're talking about Atlantis when it's like a real city above water?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Or you're talking about Atlantis like underwater.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was thinking pre-sinking Atlantis.
Maybe you could do both. I don't know. Maybe you could do like flashbacks.
The theory is that the Atlantis was a large island in the middle of the Mediterranean.
Now I'm going to have to Google it.
Yeah, like that's the theory. And that apparently like it all came from what I know.
Well, we'll let you explain it first before I Google it.
Well, look it up. No, go ahead. There was a writing by an ancient philosopher or writer. I can't remember who it was. I mean, was it Plato? It was Plato's works. Yeah. So he talks about Atlantis.
It says fictional.
It was written in one of Plato's books. It talks about it, and there's like people that believe it was real. So. Not in the Mediterranean, between Africa and Americas. Whoever put that map up is a retard. That's completely backwards. We're looking at the Wikipedia Atlantis page, and they have a picture with the Africa on the west and America on the east.
The map is oriented with south at the top.
Oh, okay, idiots. Flip that shit over.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so apparently there was this large island, and he supposedly like went there and wrote about it and all that crap.
Huh.
So... that's the only thing that Atlantis is ever remarked in that I know of.
I guess. Have you seen the Disney movie?
Yeah, the Disney movie was awesome.
I guess I was thinking that they need to make a real movie that's kind of goes along those lines. You know what I mean?
So you want The Rock to be the doc, the medic dude?
I guess.
Yeah.
It's been a while since I've seen it.
Yeah, I remember that movie.
Yeah.
No, that would be pretty good.
That'd be good.
You'd have to. Who would play the Demolitions dude? Oh, that French guy. He should play the Demolitions dude. Off The Professional, Godzilla. He's also on French Kiss. What's his name?
Godzilla.
Yeah.
The new one?
No, the one made in the 90s, early 2000s, late 90s.
98.
What's his name? Look up the cast. He'd be really good as what's his name? Jean Reno. Jean Reno would be really good as
Demolition?
The Demolition dude. He'd do really good as the Demolition dude. Perfect actor as the Demolition guy.
Really?
Well, he's getting a little older now, but yeah, he could totally do it. I think he could.
That
was one of those Disney movies that people didn't really...
Atlantis?
Well, like, yeah, people liked it, but it wasn't one of the popular ones. I thought it was really cool.
Well, when did it come out? Because that's
late
the problem.
90s? I'm going to say late 90s.
Really?
97. I'm going to say 97. Oh, what? 2001? Holy cow, that's when it came out?
Well, that's probably why. I'm sure it had a great cast, too.
Oh, the characters are really cool. I mean, it just...
Michael J. Fox.
Yeah.
Actually, it didn't have a great cast. I don't know any of these people.
That's Santorini. Santorini was the Demolitions dude. I'm pretty positive. Yeah.
Where?
The Don Neveo. Vincenzo Vini Santorini.
Okay.
I think he played the Demolitions dude. Demolitions dude was pretty cool. He was funny.
So have you been playing Pokemon Go?
No, that shit's stupid. But
What?
I've seen it's all over it's all over social media right now. And I think it's one of the dumbest things ever. Is this Pokemon
Do you know
Go
how it
bullshit.
works? Look at this.
You have a program on your phone, and you point your phone to look at shit, and it shows a Pokemon.
Yeah,
a
dude.
random Pokemon.
Like out in the
somewhere.
world.
Yeah.
So like you and your kid could go run around the woods finding Pokemon.
I wonder how.
Because look, this kid's like in the supermarket, in the fish aisle or whatever.
Get out of there.
He sees one right there, so now he can throw a Pokeball and catch it.
Oh, I caught him behind.
In the supermarket.
I caught him behind the front.
It's just like
We're in
looks
the
like a
shopping
camera
center.
on
Use
your phone.
Pokemon boys.
And he goes to like
Registered
chip
to the
aisle or something,
Pokedex.
and he
Easy
catches another one.
bangers. There we go. Just gotta go to your local supermarket for some goldies. He's just fitting right in there.
Now he's in the water section or whatever, and he sees another one.
All these water Pokemon.
Staryu or
Hit us with a water bottle. Wait, what's he doing? What's he doing, boys? Oh, first one. professional.
Catchy, you don't have to
Who'd have thought the supermarket would have been the hot spot for Pokemon? Who would have thought? Hey, no, Pidgey.
See, look, now he found like this owl thing
This is retarded.
in like the soda section.
This is gonna be popular for.
Oh,
like,
it's gonna be so popular.
It's gonna be popular for maybe a few months, and then it's just gonna fade away.
You think so?
Yeah, it's stupid. Until they put in a program
It's just like
battle strangers on the street with your Pokemon you've caught.
Zero somewhere out here.
Watch a visual Pokemon battle through your phone. Like if you'll see two full-grown hipster adults with their iPhones, both pointing at a bush, or
Standing like outside of a gas station.
outside
or
of a gas
something.
station, just looking at each other, just clicking on the phones, be like, "Oh fuck you, man!
Yeah.
Oh yeah, flamethrower!"
Yeah, there he is.
Having this Pokemon battle with their phone. And speaking of which, app fuckers, if you're listening to this and you hear this idea and you start doing it, enjoy that shit. I'm not gonna get any money.
See,
out
look,
of it.
he's just pointing down the aisle.
Look
and
at
you
him.
can see it on
Look
his
at
phone.
him. Spearow there.
But it's not there.
Spearow not there. Spearow there.
So here's
I'm not
my question.
crazy.
Spearow not there.
Here's my question. So here's my question. Like, say I have my phone out and I'm pointing down like the tampon aisle or something, and I see a Pokemon. If you take your phone out and look, do you see the same one on your phone?
I don't know. Has anyone tried that?
You know what I mean? That's my question. Because if you do, that'd be pretty sweet. But if you don't, it seems like they'd just be putting them in random places.
Alright, let's catch him now.
Or it's just like,
I like to take photos with my Pokemon before I catch
it would
them.
be cool if they did a geo. Do they have like some kind of geocache? Like there are specific Pokemon put at certain,
Like spots?
yeah, like
this one's in the
GPS
mall
points,
or
like global
something?
positioning.
So you can like
systems.
go find it?
Yeah, so like you can.
I don't know, dude. I don't
like,
have the app.
No, I mean like secretly, they would have Pokemon programmed into your app that because your phone has a GPS system in it, it can tell where you are on the planet. So your phone, the app plugs into your global positioning, and it will put up like maybe like somewhere maybe in the middle of Central Park. There's like a rare Pokemon that you can find, but it's only at that
Dude, I don't know, dude.
position on the planet. God, what am I? There's longitude and latitude. What's it called? Coordinates.
Longitude, longitude.
Well, I know longitude,
GPS?
latitude, but what's it called when you're talking about just the group of numbers that is that location? It's you have global positioning system, which is what GPS is.
There's got to be a fucking
coordinates. Is it coordinates? I think it's coordinates.
Coordinates.
Yeah. So the coordinates. That's
look. There's a dead rat, and then there's the rat Pokemon. There's got to be a connection here.
I don't know, man. And then you
Look at that.
You got an Abra just sitting on a toilet. This is weird.
How do they
man.
do that? How does the app know?
I don't know, man. There's a freaking Ekans in the middle of the delivery room. I don't get it, man. It's got to be like some kind of
What?
It's a giant Kingler. Not a Kingler. That's a Krabby or whatever the heck it's called.
That's too ridiculous.
Oh man, I don't know.
There was one of us shot in a strip club. It's really good.
I'm not gonna lie though. I'd say this would only be really cool if
Where's the strip club one?
if you
Fuck.
were able to battle with people.
I'm pretty sure you can battle with people.
So you look at somebody like, do you have the Pokemon Go? They're like, I have Pokemon Go. It's like, let's battle. And then
Yeah.
all these Pokemon you caught, you can. Now we're looking at pictures of. You're trying to find the Pokemon Go in a strip club.
Well, there was a good shot of like a Pokemon on top of a stripper who's dancing.
Oh gosh, but that would be cool. That would actually be pretty fun if you could battle strangers or friends with your Pokemon Go.
Yeah,
So
I'm
like
pretty
you're
sure you
actually catching Pokemon, and then you can battle with people, and you can watch the battle with your phone. So like you connect your phone to theirs, and they can actually watch the battle that's happening between you two. So like I was saying, like you have two adults standing there in a park, and they're just both pointing their phone at an area. And
But there's nothing there.
But there's really nothing there, but they're watching this battle between two people on their phone.
That's cool.
That'd be pretty funny. That'd be fun, actually. That'd be cool to play with your kid.
Yeah.
Like they have the iPad and you have your iPhone.
I had people messaging me yesterday being like, will you please download Pokemon Go so that I can like share with you or whatever and we can join the same team?
What?
I'm like, no, I can't.
How long has it been out? Like when did this come out?
It's got to be in the last couple of days.
I know it's gotten really big.
And it's
'cause
only
I
the
see it
United
all
States.
over.
It's only in the United States, I'm pretty sure.
Really? Like they don't have it in Japan where Pokemon was invented?
Oh, well, maybe. Actually, it's not it's not in the UK.
That's interesting. That's weird. All the shit we worry about.
July 2016.
Oh, I'm shaking everything.
It just says July 2000. Oh, July 6th. 4 days ago.
And why everyone's doing this, I was at a fucking crazy party in the middle of the woods, nowhere in North Idaho.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I went to this thing called Summerfest they have here in town, and there's this local place called the
Sandpoint, Idaho.
Sandpoint, Idaho. There's this place close by in the town of Sagal, which is next door, called the Eureka Institute. And it's like this big natural, kind of like out in the woods place. And they have this party every single year. I mean, have you ever gone to it? Summerfest?
No.
So the tickets aren't that bad, and they provide food. Like, you can buy like a weekend family pass.
You think there'll be a picture of it?
Huh?
Do you think there'll be a picture of it?
Oh, yeah. Look at a Sandpoint or Sagal Summerfest. And it's they bring musicians from all over the world. We had a band there last night that was from Seattle called Down North, this funk band. They were really, really, really cool.
Is it this?
Super fun. Yeah, that's it right there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And it's just this really chill place where like everyone just has a good time. And the thing about it is like it's party / hippie / just family or friends. Like it's super, super inclusive and friendly. I mean, as long as you're not there to like start some shit or whatever, like you're going to have a good time.
Do people get like too messed up?
There are some people that get pretty drunk or pretty high.
So
but
they're
usually
like food there?
Usually they're taken care of by friends. So like their friends will take them back to the tent or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's food there. It was provided by a local pub called Icarts here in town. It's been here for like years and years. It's really popular. And they had their drinks supplied. So
is it on private property?
Yeah, it's on the Eureka Institute property. Huh. Or you can bring your own food, which is what I did.
Yeah.
I had my backpack just packed with food and dry clothes in case it rained. And
did you run into anyone you know?
Oh, yeah, a bunch of people I knew. Yeah. Ran into a bunch of people. And it was really fun. It was like really, really fun. It was a great time. The bands were really cool. It was just a great environment, tons of stuff to do. One of my favorite things that they did was the paint wall. It was this, there's a lot of locals right here. It's they had these big, huge boards and then just all this paint and paintbrushes, and people were just painting whatever they wanted onto these boards.
Wow.
And it was kids, adults. I mean, it was really fun. And
I feel like I would like some parts of it and not like other parts.
Oh, probably. I mean, a lot of it has like a lot of it has kind of like a hippie vibe to it.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of kind of like a lot of women just breastfeeding everywhere, all over the place. People running around half clothed, one of which was me, just running around, dancing, just having a good time. Not naked, not like bare chested, but like.
So you had your pants off?
No, I had my shirt off, and
okay.
I had my pants on. But
yeah, I was half naked.
It kind of had that feel. Like if someone had walked by topless, I wouldn't have been surprised. I would be like,
that's a good way to put it.
Like, okay. It's not like people were doing it, but I wouldn't have been surprised if someone had. And there were people that probably were doing it. I mean, we're surrounded by woods, so I'm sure there's like hidden group places where people go out into the woods and like just get high or naked or have sex or whatever. We ran into some people that were high out in the trees.
Yeah.
And it's just like, you just had a good time.
Did any of them have blue hair?
No.
Okay.
No.
Then I don't know.
No. But hula hoops, that was one thing. They had
Yeah.
a bunch of these hula hoops, and people there just stoned, just playing around with these hula hoops and having fun, and kids running all over the place having fun.
Interesting.
It was a really good time. It was really, really cool.
Yeah, my brother went.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool, man. It was fun. But I loved it. I'd love to do it again. So I wonder if I would have found any Pokemon out in those woods.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure.
Freaking Slither or Slicer or whatever the fuck that Prey Mantis ones was from a long time ago. Pokemon.
Well, that's cool. I see that it seems pretty peaceful. It seems pretty white.
Very chill.
It seems like my kind of thing.
It seems very white. Well,
did you see any black people there?
Yes.
Okay, well, I'm surprised.
It is North Idaho.
I know.
So, I mean.
And this is a hippie fest up in the woods.
Hippie fest up in the woods.
You saw black people there?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'd go.
Yeah,
I'd go for the day.
A lot of people with dreadlocks selling stuff they make. So, yeah.
Selling stuff?
Oh yeah. They
like
make
beads and shit?
Jewelry or whatever they make.
Yeah, I don't know.
Every once in a while you get a big whiff of pot and you're just like.
Yeah.
Where's it coming from? You see the person, they look at you, and you look at them, and you're like,
That's funny.
yeah, it was a good time. It was definitely fun. So, I mean, there are certain concerts that do that kind of stuff. Like you have Sasquatch,
Yeah.
and like Burning Man, and all these things. Like these
yeah.
huge kind of alternative concerts.
Burning Man's a little more extreme.
I can't go to Burning Man now. From what I hear, like it's just turned into this big corporate shit. Like there are companies that make a ton of money off of that shit. And
Yeah.
it used to be a whole thing about like freedom of expression, but
Yeah. Now there's like the Red Bull girls walking around or something.
oh, well, not just that, but it's now to the point where like money has gotten involved.
Of course,
Like,
that's because it was cool.
Yeah.
It was cool.
And so it's like I have that saying, like I've said a million times, everything starts out a revolution, becomes a business, and ends up a racket.
Yeah.
And I think Burning Man was one of those things.
It's like hip hop.
Yeah, hip hop, some stuff, music. I mean,
A lot of
Sasquatch. You have these amazing concerts that try to have like this all-inclusive, free world love kind of vibe to them, but then they charge a shit ton for tickets, and it's in these. It's just thousands upon thousands of people, and everyone's trying to sell something to you. They're selling T-shirts for $30. It's like, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
And not only that, but when I learned that Burning Man takes place in the middle of the desert with dust that has a high alkali content, which means it irritates the fuck out of your skin. Like it burns you if you're not careful. I was like, why the hell would you want to go?
Right.
I'd rather just go to something like this in the middle of a gorgeous woods where I can walk around barefoot and not get sunburnt or destroyed by.
Part of me would still go to Burning Man. And I definitely wouldn't be as drugged up as I would have been back in the day.
Yeah.
I would probably be sober now. But I think it'd be fascinating.
Like sober as in not high, but drunk? Or as in just
I might
sober,
get
sober?
drunk. I might get drunk.
I would get drunk.
Yeah. I might not like trip balls or anything. But, yeah. Hey, I don't know. People coming together having fun. Dude, we got to do something.
What?
We
Drink
gotta-
more water?
No, we got to make something.
Make what?
Something that makes money.
Something that makes money.
Yeah, like an app or an invention or something.
You mean like the connection app I just talked about with Pokemon Go?
Yeah, but there's already Pokemon Go.
Yeah, but still, it's an add-on. It's an
Yeah.
upgrade. Pokemon Go 2.0.
We got to call it. We got to get Nintendo on the phone.
Yeah, get a hold of them. Yeah, you do.
I
man.
think about it. I
Make
thought
an
about
app or some
a new
shit.
coffee pot, right? And it'd be a coffee pot that you like pour like a pound of coffee into, like the beans. Like it's like a big coffee pot, right? Mm-hmm. And you pour like the big beans in the back of it, and then you put like a jug of water on top of it, like there's water jugs like in offices, and then that's it for the month. You're done. It grinds it. It takes the water from there, and it just makes your coffee every morning. You never have to refill it every night. It's a good idea, right?
Sounds like it'd be really bulky.
Yeah.
You know what you
well,
do instead of a jug of water, you need to have it connected to the plumbing system.
I feel like that would be harder.
Well, you're going to have a huge thing either way.
How do you connect it to the plumbing?
Well, are you going to have this just in the office setting, or are you going to put this like in your house?
In your house.
Well, then why wouldn't you plug it into the plumbing?
I don't know how to do that.
So just like figure it out. That's
This
why you
one's
get
just
people.
like standalone. It just needs power. And it just, every morning, it grinds your coffee beans for you just a little bit, not the whole thing. And then it just gets the water ready. That you set how much water you want every morning.
Yeah.
And it just makes it every morning. And every month you have to change it, like on the first of the month. Refill the water, dump more coffee beans in.
Do you have to set like how much it makes? Like 1 cup worth, or 2 cups,
Yeah,
or
yeah, yeah.
8 cups. Okay. Have you ever watched Pee Wee Herman?
No.
You haven't seen his beginning morning scene where like
No.
he has all his little like trinket shit that makes his breakfast for him?
No.
I know they had one on the Ernest movies too.
Oh.
You remember those movies?
Yeah.
Where it makes his breakfast? Oh gosh. Well, yeah.
That's a good idea.
People
Or
are
an app.
inventing shit all the time that's making money.
It's all
including
apps nowadays.
Well, yeah, apps. Fucking
I don't know what
money
app.
making.
What kind of app we would make?
It's
It's got to be something that's like offers convenience, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because that's what people need. I need you to do something for me so that I don't have to do it anymore.
How about
connect me with somebody, or feed my dog for me, or like notify me of something, or like make my shopping go quicker because I'm tired of fucking standing in line at Walmart, or make my driving go quicker.
What about an app that analyzes all forms of entertainment in a city nationwide? So every city is plugged into this.
Now
and
you're talking.
You're rated You are connected to every restaurant, concert hall,
Theater, yeah.
music place, theater, and it has ratings on which place is the best.
What's like Yelp?
The hour? Well, Yelp is something more like where you rate it, but
Right.
is it nationwide? Like, can I be in Salt Lake City and then just go onto the app, and the app is like, you are now in Seattle, Washington. The closest, and you're like, I want to go concert halls. The closest concert halls are this, 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 and this. It's like, what show is happening at concert hall A? Oh, concerts tonight are this and this. This band was from this time, they're from this area, and they're rated this way. Ticket prices are this much. To get tickets, go to this number. I mean, it's quite literally.
Or you already have your information, and it says, if you want tickets, say yes. Yes.
Yeah.
How many? 2.
So pretty much instead of having to do any kind of Google search, this app plugs in every single rating, price, contact information, and location for any kind of entertainment you want in any city.
How about just like if I live in Seattle, and I just have it plugged in to just notify me of when shit I'm interested in is happening, so I don't always have to look it up. And I'm just sitting on the couch one night. What am I going to do? I watched UFC last night. I don't know what I'm going to do tonight. And then my phone goes bing, and it's like, did you know that freaking Bone Thugs and Harmony is playing tonight down at whatever? And you're like,
that could be an
oh,
attribute.
shit.
That could be an attribute to the app.
Yeah.
So you're saying, like, you'll have a setting that says nationwide. So you're like, boom. So like you can go to each city and you can tag the city, and that will then bring up the information. You're like, I want to know what's happening at this concert hall in this city at this time.
Yeah.
So because like here in Sandpoint,
Yeah.
we have a new concert hall, but we don't have like the big places. So let's say Seattle, you go to Seattle all the time for huge concerts. So you're here and your phone's bing, Mike Snow is going to be playing at Seattle Concert Hall, blah, blah, this date. Tickets are this much. To get
Right.
tickets, press here.
But it can't be telling me about like Miami
If you wanted it to.
if you wanted it
That's
to.
you bring up, and it has all these options. So it has like city, or you can go local. Boom, I just want you mark local, so it's just happening around you.
Yeah.
And then you can dictate where information is coming from. So you could be living in Sandpoint and finding out what concerts are happening in Las Vegas, LA, and Seattle. Let's say you travel a lot, and those are
Yeah.
the places you travel. You can mark each one of those, and then you have like a favorite concert hall, and you mark that concert hall, and so it tells
about
you what's
sporting
happening.
events?
Same thing. It will cover
Okay.
sporting, any kind of entertainment, music, food, comedy, movies, sporting events.
Food.
Like it's because a lot of people are like, I want to go out to eat this weekend. What are good restaurants in town?
Yeah.
And it tells
So
you
it's
what
just your
restaurants are here.
entertainment app.
Yeah. Which one thing?
Live entertainment.
What are people always wanting to know about? Entertainment. What band's coming out with what, where they're performing, where's a good place to eat, what movies are good, what's happening in sports tonight,
Yeah.
what bands are playing around us, is there any kind of art festivals or anything
Right.
going on?
Gallery.
I mean, exactly. It will tell you everything, and it is nationwide. So you can. I'm going to Salt Lake City next weekend. Boom. What's
Are
happening?
you?
No, I'm just
Oh,
saying
God.
if I was. What's happening in Salt Lake City? Oh, well, what do you want to know? What's a good restaurant? What's a good bar? And what's the concert that's happening?
Yeah, because
I
you could
think
find that information already. You just have to look those things up all like,
In
you know.
individual places.
Yeah.
Whereas this would be in one place.
All right, good.
And it would be community-based information. So, like, you would actually be able to look at ratings for people that are interested in the same things
Right.
and what they like. So, I want to go to a comedy show. And you look up in Spokane region what comedy places are the best.
Right.
So, it's Yelp, it's Google, it's all that shit just smashed into one app. Granted, this app is going to take up a crap load of data.
Is it?
If you're just doing mobile data, if you're
Yeah.
connected Wi-Fi, then you're fine.
Right.
So,
All right, that's good.
that's an idea. We're
Yeah.
rich now. Now all we got to do is program the shit.
We're doing the coffee thing and that thing.
My idea's better.
We need like a handful of things. You know how like turtles have a bunch of babies because they just want one to make it to the ocean, even though some are gonna die. We need a couple. We need like a handful of things. So we got the coffee maker
Yeah.
and the entertainment app.
Yeah.
These are good things.
What's one thing you hate doing at home?
Well, I guess folding laundry sucks. They already have an app for that.
An app for folding laundry?
Well, they have an app called Washio, which is where someone just comes and picks up your dirty laundry and goes and washes it and brings it back to you all nice and folded. It's like Uber, but for laundry.
What?
So you could just sign up to be a Washio guy, So then people just like bing, and somebody over on Larch Street or whatever needs their laundry done. So you drive over there, open their front door, grab all their stuff, and they're like, "Hey, I got to go in like 2 hours." You're like, "All right, I'll be done by then." And you go and do all their laundry and fold it and bring it back to them, and you just get paid through the app. So it's like Uber, but you're just doing laundry all day.
That's awesome. Do they have a Cleanio? I don't want to clean my bathroom. Bing!
Right? I don't like doing that.
I hate cleaning.
But it's only in like Miami, LA, New York, San Francisco, those kind of places.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So that's what I was thinking, because I was like, I hate cleaning. I hate dusting.
Sometimes I like it.
I like vacuuming.
Yeah.
I like putting stuff away.
Yeah.
But I hate getting on my hands and knees and scrubbing the bathroom floor. You know?
Yeah. I mean, people don't like mowing and shit like that, but of course, those businesses have been around forever. Which that's more like a labor thing, not so much like an app-based thing. Unless you have a lawn care company that has an app.
That's pretty cool. That's
The Washio?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. If I could afford that and it was here, I
Because
would
it's just
totally
charged
do it.
per pound. It just charges you per pound of laundry or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's like taking it to the dry cleaner or whatever and paying per pound of laundry, but it's just somebody come picking it up.
I mean, and you could have someone do it for you while you're at work. So you have now more free time. I mean, granted, you're paying for it. So how much do you think it would cost?
We can look it up.
Now, let's say like a...
I don't know how much the rates
load of
are.
laundry.
Like $1 per pound, or is it like $2 per pound? I don't know what the rates would be.
Maybe it's like time-based, depending on
I think
how
it's
long
based
it
on the
takes.
pound, from what I heard.
Pound.
But imagine like a single dad or something with like 2 kids who has a job.
Yeah.
Are you fucking kidding me? He's using that app.
Mm-hmm.
He's using that
Because
app.
while the kids are at daycare and he's at work, someone comes and he has it hanging on his outside door. Someone picks it up, they clean it, and they bring it in. The only thing that sucks with that is people just take your shit. Well, I mean,
No,
are you-
because it's like
are you gonna
Uber.
leave- are you going to leave your front door open for them to reach inside and get your laundry, or are you going to hang your laundry on the door?
No, what they've been doing, believe it or not, is you leave your front door, you leave your house unlocked,
So this is very trusting.
and they come into your house and get the laundry.
Mm-hmm.
Chicago, Boston, L.A., Oakland, San Francisco, Washington, D.C.
The only problem with that, though, is that, and I'm giving criminals ideas here, is you would get the app because, like, on Uber, like, Uber drivers get notices of when there's actually people wanting pickups, right?
Uber?
Yeah.
Yeah, like
And
your phone.
it will tell you that if you're an Uber driver, it will tell you where this person is and how quickly they need to be picked up, right?
Yes. And who they are.
But
They
it
have a
doesn't
profile.
it doesn't track what you're doing unless you're like, okay, I'm going to pick that person up. So if you have someone that uploads this Washio, I mean, they technically could. And it's this other thing, they would know this person needs a laundry pickup at this house at this time. They don't actually hit that they're going to go pick up the laundry. They just know it's there. And so they go to this house before the person picks up the laundry and robs the fucking house.
Yeah. So
You could technically do that.
$2.15 per pound.
Laundered shirt, $2.75. Dry cleaned dress shirt, $7.
We'll
It
go
is
how
pretty cool,
Washio
though.
works.
It is pretty cool, though. Join today.
What the fuck?
That's pretty nice. I would use that if I could. I would do a cleaning, and I would do actually, I'd probably just do a cleaning, and I would do dishes. I'd have them do the dishes,
Dishes is
and
a good
I'd
one.
have to do the cleaning. I could do the laundry myself. I mean, you just throw it in the washer, you wash it, you put it in the dryer, you dry it, and then you fold it. It doesn't take you that long. But for somebody that's gone all the time, this would be a really good idea. I mean, this is perfect. What does Washio do? The speedy turnaround, green clean, pre-sunrise through late night availability, and cookie at every pickup. A cookie?
What?
Washio's the easiest, tastiest, most convenient dry cleaning and laundry option around. So they just pick up your stuff and they clean it for you. That's cool. Someone made a lot of money doing that.
Damn right they did.
I have a friend that works with computers, and he builds like apps and stuff like that. So
Go to place order and select a 30-minute time window for your clothes to be picked up and dropped off.
yep,
Don't have time to plan ahead? You may also select Washio now, where available,
rich people.
and a ninja can swing by your
Own this
spot
now.
in 30 minutes or less. This feature is only available for pickups at this time.
That's pretty cool. What if my ninja is running behind schedule? What? All right.
They're called ninjas.
Ninjas. Pick up your clothes. Clean it. Slice your damn throat when you get home.
Dude, you know what I hate?
What?
Fucking tipping.
Tipping?
Yes.
Why?
Because I don't know ever how much to tip.
Well, let's say you get somebody.
Oh, wait. Can you pick up, drop off my laundry, my dry cleaning, even if I'm not at home? Yes, we can. Please leave any special instructions about your order beforehand. You may indicate the preference You may indicate in the preference screen whether your ninja is allowed to leave your clean clothing at the door in the event that you are not home during your selected drop-off time.
I can see that. I think this is a cool idea. This is awesome. This is very convenient for people that are working all the time and are never home. That's great. There is no need to tip your ninja. There you go. Free pass, man. Only if you want to.
Like, do you tip for a haircut?
Depending on if they do really well. If someone gives me, like, I hate going to the haircut place.
I've always tipped for haircuts.
Like a shampooing. Do you want a shampooing? You're getting a fucking haircut. You should clean that person's hair no matter what you do. Shampooing should be just included in the price.
I never get it.
You should.
I never get it.
Well, I'm saying it should be included in the price. Haircut, $14. Especially if you're just a guy getting your basic guy haircut. It shouldn't be more than $14. And there should be a washing at the beginning, a washing at the end, and then a quick styling.
Yeah.
That should be what it is. That should be what's included in it. Because I think it's absolutely asinine. We're like, you don't want shampooing? No. Okay, well, they just cut your dirty hair with the shit, and then they freaking you hope they do a good job.
I always tip though.
I've been to places where they don't do a good job, and I won't tip them if they don't do a good job.
Wow.
If they don't wash my hair, and if they don't do a good job and they're not gentle, like I hate it when chicks just ram those buzzers into your head. It's like, fuck you. It's annoying.
Some people are like, I never tip on booze. That's like my thing. I just don't tip on booze.
On booze?
Yeah.
That's bullshit. That's a service industry thing. That's people, like, those bartenders don't make a lot of money without tips. Like, they live off their tips.
Like, I went to breakfast this morning, and my bill was $10.95. Right?
I would drop like $2.
I did 3.
Oh, that's fine. That works. So,
but I never know if that's good enough or not. Should I be dropping like 5?
Well,
should I be dropping like 1?
Well, it's also tip what you can afford. Like, I've had to start realizing, I'm like, I don't make a lot of money.
Sometimes I've tipped pretty big.
So people are like, tip 20%. It's like, fuck you.
Yeah, 20% seems to be the norm.
Yeah. Well, I think it also depends on how good they do.
I always tip on haircuts.
Yeah. So, well, I've tipped on haircuts and I've not tipped on haircuts.
Don't people tip their newspaper delivery people? Like every like Christmas?
I don't know. I heard that's something that a lot of people do.
Yeah, that's crazy.
They'll tip them.
Like people who live in like condos with like doormen always like tip the doorman.
Well, it's a good.
You know what I mean?
It's kind of like a good way of thanking your doorman for like keeping your shit safe.
Yeah.
So
and like opening the door for you.
Yeah, be nice and courteous. I mean, technically that is their job, but there's a lot of service industries where I think you need to be tipped because they don't pay you enough.
Right. I can't remember where I was, but I was somewhere and I was like, I kind of wish I could have tipped them.
Yeah.
That's a weird thought, but there wasn't any spot to like tip.
Yeah. There's a lot of places like restaurants that I go to or certain bars that I go to.
Yeah.
Where I try to tip well because one, I know the people and they always treat me really well.
Yeah.
But there are days where I have to be like, I'm sorry, man, I can't give you more of a tip.
Yeah.
It's not because I don't want to. It's because I can't.
Yeah.
So you shouldn't bankrupt yourself giving a tip. Just
no,
give
you
what
shouldn't.
you can.
Fuck.
So
I've been doing this thing now where whenever I'm offered, do you want to donate $1 to this or this, and then I'm always pressing yes. Mm-hmm. Always. Because at Safeway here now, when you check out, self-checkout, because that's what I always do, and I've gotten really mad at some people, but they ask you this thing once you're done and you're ready to pay. They're like, do you want to donate $1 to cancer research or whatever? And I'm doing this thing now. Whenever I'm asked that, I always hit yes or say yes. Yeah.
Well, as long as it doesn't bother you.
But I see these people, like in our Walmart here, they have a self-checkout section. Mm-hmm. And the other day, there was nobody in there. There was one person at each one. It was busy. It was like Saturday. There was one person at each self-checkout, nobody waiting for them. And there were long lines by the cashiers. And there's people walking by the self-checkout with 2 items to go stand in line at the cashiers. And I'm like wanting to say something to them. Like, look, I'll do it for you.
Yeah.
It's not that hard.
You can tip me. When I do it for you, you can tip me.
Cashiers are like newspapers. They are not going to be around. They're 5 years, 10 years, 10 years max. No more cashiers for sure.
Oh, yeah. They're getting rid of them at restaurants. McDonald's. Cheap fucks.
Yeah. Well, you don't need a cashier. What do you need a cashier for?
I don't know.
It's just going to be like a system that you like push your card into, and then it just comes out the other end, and everything's bagged up for you, and then you just swipe your card, and you're out.
Yeah.
Something like that, somehow.
Something.
Magic.
There are certain places like that put a tip jar out I'm trying to think of them, but I know I've had them. We've all
I
had
think maybe like
experience where you're-
Starbucks has one or something.
Well, you're in a place and you're like, why do you have a tip jar?
Like Subway might. I don't know.
It's like, why?
I don't
is
like the
that
tip jars.
There. It's just. I think tips too is also like how much you deal with the person. Like if the time I'm talking to you and you get me my stuff is less than 30 seconds,
Yeah.
I don't think you need a tip.
Yeah. Well, at a bar,
which I
that's
used to
a bar.
Huh?
You go up to a bar and order a beer. They pull it out right from under the bar, and they go $3.
True, but when I go to a bar, I'm not just there for one drink. I'm usually going to be talking to that person 5 times throughout the night.
10 times.
So 5, 10 times, depending on how shit-faced I want to get.
Yeah.
But that will dictate how good I tip. Because I've been at bars where like it takes forever to get the bartender's attention, and it's not because it's busy. It's just because they have their people that they're always with. Oh, at $2.19, fuck $2.19.
No.
There was one bartender there that I tip all the time because he's good, and there are a couple there that are shitty, and I never tip them because I have to pretty much lay across the bar to get their fucking attention because they're talking to their friends or they're talking to.
I like them.
Oh man,
I like them.
well, I won't tip somebody that does that. I won't.
I still feel very obligated.
If I'm standing at that bar and you look at me like 3 or 4 times and you're not making a drink for somebody and you don't come over and ask if I need a drink,
yeah,
which is what I'm there for, you're not getting a tip.
I went to the bars in Coeur d'Alene recently with 3 dudes and me.
Yeah.
4 dudes total.
Sounds like a party.
And we went to one bar, and the first 3 dudes, me and 2 others, got served, got a drink, and then the 4th guy, the bartender completely ignored him and basically never gave him a drink for like 20 to 30 minutes, like didn't come back to us. And then we went to another bar after that, and the same exact thing happened to the same guy.
Maybe your friend needs to speak up.
Yeah. I was like, he should have just beat us to, because he didn't like go to the bar first. He kind of waited for us to go, and then us 3 all got our drinks, and then the bartender like went to serve somebody else, and the 4th friend, once again, he was like, you know what? 4 people walk into a bar, you shouldn't just fucking serve 3 and then not pay attention to the 4th one. He was like mad.
I would have been pissed too.
And then eventually the bartender was like, hey, do you want something? Like after 20 minutes, he's like, no.
No, fuck you.
He's like, I'm gonna go somewhere else.
Oh my gosh. I had at A&P's, that's another local bar here, there was this bartender there. And this bartender, I mean, it wasn't a really busy night. Like, I saw many times within like 5 minutes, and I was being patient, I thought, in my mind. I'm like, okay.
It's hard.
All right, they're making a drink.
Yeah.
Okay, they're not making a drink. Excuse me. Not making a drink. And they go and they start making another drink. Excuse me. And then people that I saw come into the bar after I had been there already.
Was it a girl or a guy?
Ordered. It doesn't matter. So they get their drinks orders taken. And finally I started getting upset. I was like, excuse me, like I'm right here. And this girl next to the bar is like, she has a name. It's Amanda or whatever. And I'm like, I don't care what her name is. I'm just trying to get a drink. And the girl's like, you should probably be kind to her because she's just doing her job. I'm like, she's not fucking doing her job if I've been standing here for 5 minutes trying to order a fucking drink.
Yeah.
So and I'm like, who are you? Go away. Don't
On
talk
the
to
very
me.
busy nights, it's really hard to get a drink there.
And I would totally understand
Really
that
hard.
busy night. But it wasn't busy. Like, she walked past me. She looked at me.
Oh, so it was a girl.
Multiple times. Yeah, it was a girl.
Okay.
And it just frustrates me.
Yeah, it can be frustrating.
And it's the most frustrating when they're just when you see them talking to their friends.
That's understandable.
It's like, you have a job to do. I'm standing right.
That happens with
here.
waitresses and waiters too, you know?
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah.
That's so hard too, because I've worked
Sucks.
service industry, and there's sometimes where like you just don't notice somebody, or, I mean, I don't know, man. I got really mad. I get mad. I'll get mad with anybody like that, and that was actually one of the few times I've never really gotten mad at bartenders or waitresses before.
Neither have I. I don't.
Yeah.
I've seen people get really mad at fast food employees, but I've never gotten mad at them either.
Have you ever watched those videos
Even
of
if
people flipping out at the drive-ins?
Dude, I hate those people.
Drive-thrus?
I hate those people so much.
What? You're fucking asinine.
I don't care if your order's wrong. I don't care if you got charged too much. Like, it just doesn't seem like they deserve that.
Mm-hmm. What was this video?
It's happened to me though, because I worked at KFC, and it's happened. I've been on the other side of that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Where people, it's like 4:30 on a Friday, and they're just like losing it to me, and I'm like, it's obviously been a long week for you.
What was it
I'm
like?
sorry. you feel like it's not your fault. You feel like they're mad. I definitely felt like they were mad at something else in their own life, and they're like way too stressed, and they're like leaving work and pulling through KFC like on the way home, and they're just like rah, when some little shit happens, like they have to wait a little too long, or you got the fucking order wrong or something. It's crazy.
I want it now.
Yeah, it's like, calm down.
I want Veruca Salt. Everyone's just being a little Veruca Salt.
One time in KFC, this lady pulled through and she ordered. And this is like 11 years ago. So, wow, that makes me feel old. But she pulled through and she was like, "Can I have like a corn? Can I have like a corn on the cob? Because you can get a half a corn on the cob there. Can I get a corn on the cob and like a chicken leg, right? A leg of chicken or something?" And I was like, "Sure." And rang her up. It was like $3 or $4 or something. And then when she didn't say that because I was working drive-through, and when she pulled up to the window, she was like holding some ones out for me, and she had a kid in the back seat, and it was like this beat up like old Subaru, and she's like, if you could throw like another piece of chicken in there, then I'd be able to eat today. And I was like, did I already tell you this?
I think.
Oh shit, I may have.
I don't care. This is a good story, though.
Well, yeah, I just threw.
I
just threw a bunch of chicken in there.
Way to go, big guy.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
But I was like, what the fuck? Is she lying? I was like, is she lying to me?
Possibly.
That's what I was thinking.
What was the car like?
It's just a beat up old blue Subaru, like from the 90s. Like,
probably needed it. If she was in a Lexus.
I like it. Well, yeah, of course.
You have people like that, and then you have fuckers like this Ken Ham building $1 million boats with dinosaurs in cages and shit.
$100 million boat.
Fucking dumbasses.
He's trying to teach people about creationism, man.
Dude.
He's trying to spread God's fucking love.
When did we say that it was cool for people to have more than other people? Like, why? When? When did we...
So you're a socialist.
When well, not that, but more of kind of like, I think that it's absolutely crazy. I understand, like, reaping the benefits of your work. But I know people that work hard.
Yeah.
And they're poor. Like,
yeah,
they work 2 jobs.
Yeah.
They're fucking going to school, and they're poor.
It's just the way the system is now. But think about back in the day. You had, like, little fucking, like, villagers running around in medieval times working all day, and then you had kings sitting up in their castles not doing anything.
You know what's really fucked up? You remember how everyone's like, when you watch or read the old Robin Hood stories and stuff like that, and you got the poor people, and they're hunting on the sheriff's land or the prince's land, and the people are like, oh, like, what a monster. He has all this land, and he's keeping all the food away from the people that actually need it. That shit's happening nowadays.
Yeah.
There are people that own thousands, if not millions of acres.
Right.
And no one can come on that land. You can't hunt on the land. You can't farm on the land. You can't live on the land. It's theirs. It is fucking theirs.
It's weird.
And if you needed food, you could not get it because it's their property. We are literally living the same shit people did back in the medieval days.
Yeah.
And we think we've somehow become more civilized.
Yeah, it's true. I hate golf courses.
Fucking golf courses are stupid.
I hate them. It's too much water.
Yeah.
That's all it is. If it was fake, if it was like fake grass and fake trees and fake sand or whatever, and they're playing golf, that'd be different. But how much water those things take?
Yeah.
God.
And to be honest, I'm not impressed with the fact that you can put that ball over that perfectly smooth grass. I want to see you put that ball in that hole around a bunch of rocks and divots in the ground.
Yeah.
I want you to be playing in a fucking field.
Yeah.
A dirt, just North Idaho field with sagebrushes and holes and logs and rocks.
Yeah.
If you can put that ball in that hole, I will be fucking impressed.
Yeah, you're playing in like a perfect environment with like perfectly cut grass.
Exactly.
Perfect putter, perfect ball with no wind and everything's quiet.
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
Have some distractions. Have some guns going off.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you can do it and I can't. But that's still not impressive to me. That's like, oh, you could do it. All right.
It's just a place to have business meetings.
Yeah.
That's what people
place
do.
to have business meetings and a way to keep poor people out. Because you have to pay to go on that.
Black people.
Yeah. Poor people. There are a lot of poor black and a lot of poor white people. There's a lot of poor Mexican people.
Right.
Not a lot of poor Asian people I know of, unless you're in like San Francisco or something, or New York. I don't know.
Poor Asian people?
You don't think a lot. You don't hear a lot about poor Asian people unless it's in their own country, like China.
It's true.
Like, you don't hear about poor Asian people in America.
No, it's true. You don't.
Yeah, but you hear about poor Mexicans, poor blacks, but you don't hear about poor whites. And I guarantee you there are a lot of poor whites, too. I'm one of them, technically, kind of. I'm under the poverty level. I'm not on food stamps. I won't go get food stamps.
Are
even
you?
though I probably qualify for it. So I pay for my medical, so I have all that. So I'm not on media care or all that
Obamacare?
stuff. Obamacare? No,
Oh.
I'm covered through Blue Cross, which
Yeah.
is the state's insurance, but I'm not covered through media care. So I'm technically on no state or federal assistance.
But don't you make over 30,000 a year?
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah,
I think I do.
I don't.
Maybe that's before taxes.
I think even before taxes, I don't.
Yeah, you do.
No.
Yeah, you do.
No, I don't think I do. I will
then
whip
you
out this
don't.
phone.
No, don't.
I think the last time I calculated that, it was like $26K.
That's got to be after taxes.
No, before taxes.
Then you'd make like 19. Then you'd be making like 18,000.
Yeah.
You make more than that. $10 an hour times. We could do the math, but I don't want to.
$10 an hour, but you're not working. Every week is not 40 hours a week because you have holidays and all that kind of stuff.
Well,
And then you
40
have getting
times
sick.
52.
Then you have getting sick. So 40 times 52. Are we going to do the math? Are we actually
900,
gonna put it in the math?
980.
I don't want people to know how poor I am. I'm poor already.
Well, that's why I just
all you
said
have to
10.
fucking know.
I just said $10.
But still, to be in the non-poverty level in North Idaho, I think we said this last week, is like $40-something thousand
Well, I don't make that.
to not be poverty.
But I think before, I don't care.
But there are levels of poverty. There is like you don't have fucking shit money, and then there's you're
Well,
getting by, but you're not comfortable.
Right. There's that. Then there's like if you were to receive a $2,500 or $5,000 like surprise medical bill or something,
You're
could
fucked.
you? Yeah, you'd be fucked.
Yeah,
I'd be
which
fucked.
I've been dealing with for the last year.
Oh yeah, you got really sick, didn't you?
Huh? Well, getting sick, I missed a bunch of work, so my paycheck was tiny as fuck. But then last year, I had a heart attack, so I have a bunch of bills to pay for freaking hospital.
Well, where are you sick? How are you sick recently?
I had like a massive, I think it's the first ever sinus infection I've ever had in my life. And I literally felt like I'd been punched to the face by Brock Lesnar. My face, it just hurt. Like it hurt here and then like right there. Like it hurt so much that just touching my cheek hurt. And it was making my teeth freaking hurt, like my jaw.
How does that happen?
Just pressure build up in your sinus cavities and all that stuff. And then it kept me awake, so I wasn't sleeping, so I was getting more stressed, and I was in pain all day, so I was just getting worse. Like it was literally making it worse because being in pain, anyone tell you that's been in pain, it exhausts you.
Yeah.
Perpetual just grinding pain. You are exhausted, but you can't sleep because it's keeping you fucking awake all night. So I went to the doctor, and I'd done a bunch of research, and I have some medical training for EMT and all that kind of stuff. And I pretty much told him what was happening, and I told him what I thought it was, and I told him what I thought he needed.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm like, why did I come to you?
He didn't give you anything?
Oh, he gave me antibiotics, but I
Yeah.
already knew that I needed antibiotics.
Yeah,
I didn't even
yeah.
need to go to the doctor. I should have just been able to go to the pharmacy and be like, I need antibiotics.
That's a good point.
But instead, I have to go to this guy that say what I thought was right is right, and then he writes on a piece of paper that's completely illegible, and I take it to a place.
Yeah, but now you got to pay him.
Now I got to pay him.
Yeah.
And I've got to pay for the pills.
Yeah.
Uh,
That's what you get for getting sick.
I
huh?
know.
Yeah, that's what you get.
You know what? That doesn't make that doesn't make sense to me. Like I really think like they give you sick days at work, and in a company like ours, they give you very minimal. Now I don't know what it's like when you're the higher up the food chain, like how many sick days or sick hours you get.
Yeah.
But I think something.
I think you get a lot more. I like Google.
Oh, I bet.
Oh,
But you know
yeah.
what's crazy is that this is something that every human being on the planet deals with. You get sick.
Yeah.
You can be the cleanest, healthiest person ever. You're still going to get sick.
Yeah, for sure.
But yet we don't pay people because they can't come to work because they're sick. Now I can understand you have a person that's gone a ton. And it's like,
Yeah.
well, we paid you more for sick time than we did for actually like being here time.
right.
So we probably can't keep you. Unless you have it. I think if you're going to miss a day of work, if you can go to the doctors and have a doctor literally write a doctor's note that
Yeah.
says this person is sick and this person should not come to work because
Yeah.
not only is it going to make them sicker and it's going to drop their productivity, but they're probably going to get people at your work sick, which is mean you're going to have more people lose productivity, which means you're going to be losing money.
Then whether you have sick time or not, you should get paid for it.
You should get paid for a day off.
Interesting.
You should have to have a doctor's note. Go in.
I say
What
that's
do you
fair.
have? Oh, you have a massive sinus infection and a fever. You probably shouldn't be at work.
I say that's kind of fair.
Yeah.
You know what else we could make?
What?
Whiskey.
Oh, I'd make whiskey. whiskey.
Yeah,
I
that
got,
should be.
I got a
that'll-
cider brewing kit. I'm gonna start making cider.
Oh shit,
Mm-hmm.
that's a good idea
And
too.
then I want to do mead, and then if I'm good enough at that, maybe I'll try whiskey. I like mead. Fuck you, man.
Cider's a good idea. I don't even know what mead is.
It's liquor made from honey. It is literally honey liquor.
Okay.
So
I think cider's a good idea.
that's what the Vikings drink all
We'll
the time.
brew cider. Is that what they call it?
Brew, yeah. I think
We'll
so.
brew cider. We'll do the coffee pot, and we'll do the media app,
Yeah, entertainment app, not media app.
entertainment app.
Excuse me, everybody.
Bless you.
Gosh.
We'll need at least one more thing.
Okay.
But I think we'll do the hard cider. I don't know what we'll call it. Something.
You heard that Hard's Dickens cider?
No.
You want some Hard Dickens cider? Hard's Dickens cider. That's how you say it. You just say it fast. It's like you want some
Hard Dickens
Is
cider?
it hot Dickens cider? Or is it hard Dickens
Oh,
cider?
got you.
Want some hot Dickens cider?
I just got it.
It's like, what? I said, someone told it to me at work like a long time ago, and I was like, what were you talking about? And they just started laughing. It took me a second. I'm like, oh, you fucker.
Yeah.
Go away. Okay. So, brewing, coffee pot, app. I
Religion.
don't know. Religion? Yeah, because then you get a tax break.
Oh, yeah.
And you can have people help pay you to
Well,
help your religion going.
These other things we're doing, we'll get a lot of tax breaks for.
You don't get tax break for building an app?
Why not?
I don't think so.
If that's your job, can't you just write off like your laptop and fucking
Maybe
TV
your
and all this
equipment,
crazy
I guess
shit?
that's true. I don't know anything about
Should
that.
be able to.
Shit. I don't know. I mean,
What I'd love to do is get like rent, or not rent, but like in like my dream house, like fucking build a room that's like a studio, like a professional recording studio that's all like soundproof with like silent doors with pads on them, and like and like an area with a mic that's behind glass that's like in, you have to go around in like a little tunnel and fucking open a door to get into there, in that awesome microphone, and like a stool in there, and then like a huge nice soundboard, and then like rent it out to people. You know, like bands or rappers or people recording like audiobooks or something like that.
yeah.
Who want to rent it out, who want to use it and just rent it out to them. That'd be sweet.
That'd be pretty cool.
I would do that.
That'd be fun. What about one thing that America needs in its culture
Donald Trump.
that a lot fuck that prick. That guy
Hillary
with awful
Clinton.
hair. Oh gosh. Is and they're popular all over Europe and in a lot of Oriental cultures too, is hot spring spas. And I'm not talking about some Turkish bathhouse where people are going having sex in the tubs. I'm talking about
That's what I'm
a
talking about.
well-made, yeah, I'm sure you are, a well-made, beautiful,
Natural.
natural hot spring place. Because I've looked up hot springs that are around here, and some of them sound cool, and then some of them don't.
Yeah.
But
But are the ones you're looking up like inside a building, or are they just like up in the mountains?
I would think like a mix. You could do like an inside the building and outside, because you can make
They have them in Canada.
You can make a spa that's not natural. That's really relaxing.
Oh hell yeah.
It's all about the ambience and how you build the place.
Yeah,
I think that'd be something that a lot of people would enjoy too,
that'd be sweet.
like a spa.
A nice spa.
A nice.
They have
relaxing
spas here,
Spa. True.
but I think they're just like more of a spa that's like maybe a steam room and a masseuse and like, I don't know.
Yeah, maybe something like that. And people dinging bells and some shit. Boom.
I've never been to a spa.
Never been to one?
No, I've never had a massage either. Yeah.
What? You gotta have a massage.
I just don't feel like paying for it.
They are amazing.
Plus, it seems a little selfish
Why?
because the other person's just working on you.
Exactly. And they went to school to learn how to do that, to charge you 30 something to 60 something an hour.
They did go to school for it. That's a good point, which means
Yeah.
they made a choice to do it.
Now here's a weird question. I always, when I go to a massage place, they're always like, "Would you like a male or female masseuse?"
Really?
Well, yeah, because you can choose. If you go to a place where they have masseuses or massagers,
Oh,
whatever the
I
thing
guess
is.
there's a
What's
lot
the
of places.
plural? A masseuse. What's the plural for masseuse?
Masseuses.
Is it masseuses?
No, I don't think so.
Moosin. So, but you can pick, and part of me is always like, I should pick the guy because he's gonna have more strength.
Oh my God, that's yeah.
But then it just weirds me out. I don't want a guy massaging me.
No,
Like, it just weirds me out.
that's weird.
Is it sexual? Am I uncomfortable in that way?
If you're saying that with the woman massaging you, it's not sexual, then why not just have the guy?
Exactly.
Ah,
So part of me is like, does that make me a weirdo for saying I just want a female masseuse? And I've actually thought about it. And there have been times where like, do you want a male or female? And I've almost said male. And I'm just like, no. I'd be more relaxed with a chick massaging me than I would with a guy.
Weird, dude.
So
I guess a lot of places are it's just one person there running a business. So you know when you're looking it up or you're looking at the business card or something, her name's freaking Ashley. Yeah. You know what it is, or his name's freaking
So you choose.
Jamal. Yeah.
Jamal. So but you got to get it, man. They are so
I've never had one.
The only problem with it though is like if you do like a long, like in-depth one,
like an hour
or more. If you do, if they do in depth and stuff like that, dude, that hour gone. It flies
so
by.
long.
It flies fucking by.
Like how about like 8 minutes?
That's not even close, man. Dude, I'm telling you, if you get a massage, I would say get an hour massage first, and believe me, it's gone.
Do they talk to you?
Sometimes they'll talk to you. I mean, it's one of those service things, like when you get a haircut or whatever. If they talk to you, you can talk back, or you can just be quiet. So,
right, I do that with a haircut.
Yeah, I personally like it when it's just quiet.
Yeah. You fall asleep?
Oh, fuck yeah, I'll fall asleep in a massage.
What?
I mean, I will.
Do they wake you up?
They'll wake you up when you're done.
I don't. This is not helping it.
Why? You don't have to fall asleep.
Because I feel bad if they're waking me up. I'd be apologizing.
Why?
I'd be like, oh, I'm so sorry I fell asleep. I'd be like, fuck, I can never come back here.
Why?
I don't know.
That they massaged you into a point of relaxation that you fell asleep in a room with a complete stranger who's touching you.
I feel like if I was the masseuse and they fell asleep and I could hear him like, then I just stop. And I just
let
go,
the clock go.
Yeah.
You're not that asleep. Like you're kind of in and out. You're there. I've never just been out cold.
I'm sure some people have.
Probably. There are people who fall asleep during tattoos. That's what I don't fucking understand, how you can do that.
I don't understand that either.
But it's so amazing. But the only problem is when you get really long and they're really in depth, is like you get so much blood flow and it's just like stress and your body's like detoxing that you kind of have to go take a shower and like kind of reset afterwards.
Yeah. Because
you are literally detoxing stress and whatever the chemicals in your body is being produced by that stress.
Yeah.
So
they should have one of those at work, at people's workplaces.
I think massages should be covered by, especially jobs that you have to use your body physically. If you have medical insurance, massages should be fucking covered.
Well, I mean, they cover chiropractors, don't they?
I don't know if
that's
they
kind
do
of no. They cover certain chiropractors take insurance. Yeah. The one I've gone to doesn't.
Oh,
but certain ones take insurance, and that's kind of a massage. But they're more sitting you down, asking you what's the problem, like where does it hurt?
Yeah,
yeah.
Whereas like I hurt in certain spots because of the job we do. So I think massage therapy. It's called massage therapy.
Yeah,
it should be covered by it.
I agree.
I think it should be.
I agree.
And they're amazing. You need to go to one. There are some good people here in town too. So I can give you the numbers.
Eventually I'll go. Yeah. Eventually I'll go.
I'll give you one. And there's some good. I know a woman that does, I think, a half hour or an hour for $35. I can't remember exactly.
Yeah, I've heard that, which makes me want to do the half hour.
Yeah. So, but they're so good. And it's amazing.
What you got to do is go to get a massage and then go float in the float tank and then go directly to sleep.
Yes. Float tank. Oh my God. I'm so excited. I still haven't done it, but I want to do it. So
well, we'll do it.
What are we at? We've been talking for a bit.
Yeah, an hour and 28. Well, we'll do Dear Prudence now.
We're supposed to do Dear Prudence at the beginning.
Well, okay, we'll do it next time.
Damn it!
It's hard.
It's okay. I'll all sleep anyways.
Yeah.
Lull you to sleep with my beautiful voice.
I wanted to do a longer one though.
Okay.
So that's good.
So
this is a good one.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Dear Prudence, uncomfortable around sister-in-law. My wife's younger sister has at times flirted with me, which my wife has laughed off, even when her sister said something about wanting to have my baby. Well, this sister just got kicked out by their parents, and at that moment is living with us. I've never cheated, but I'm not sure I can trust myself here. I am, after all, a guy. How can I tactfully express to my wife that we need to figure out something else ASAP? You get it?
Yeah. That's awkward. Wow. She flirts with you a lot, and you've never cheated, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, he's saying that he's like, I don't know, he's asking for help.
Yeah, express any worry. That's cool. I mean, that's totally understandable.
He feels like he's
my wife
being.
and her sister has at times flirted with me, which my wife has laughed off. So if the wife laughs off, she's her sister. So her sister's probably just really flirtatious and kind of, inappropriate with her. Like, I flirt a lot. I flirt a lot subconsciously. It's just how I am.
Right.
Not that I would do anything.
Right.
But that's just how I am. So I can understand that. Said something about wanting to have my baby, which is weird. I mean, but if your wife laughed about that or she knew about that comment, then it really doesn't matter. Well, sister just got kicked out and is living with us. I never cheated, but I'm not sure I can trust myself here. Damn, this is one of those adult conversations that's is not easy to have, but you have to have it.
Maybe he should introduce her to a guy.
You can try that, but
That's a good one.
No, but passing off something to somebody else isn't always the best answer. I would talk to your wife. This is the woman you say you could spend the rest of your life with, who you've promised to spend the rest of your life with, who you're building a life together with, and you should trust. So I would sit her down and say, babe, I want you to, I would start it out this way. One, say that you love her. Express your feelings for your wife, because you need to make that known right away. And be like, I need your help with something, and just express the situation. Like if I was talking to my girl and this happened, I would kind of go like this way. Okay. Sweetheart, I love you very much. And I know I can trust you to be supportive and help me in situations of my life that I'm having a hard time. Mm-hmm. I'm being honest with you here by saying that I'm listening. I'm uncomfortable with how your sister flirts with me.
My sister?
How your sister. Well, technically, marriage, it's his sister now, too.
Right.
I'm uncomfortable with how your sister flirts with me and some of the things she said. Now, I don't think anything's going to happen or she would do anything.
Right.
But it's made me uncomfortable to the point where I would rather not have her live here. And the wife's like, well, why is it making you uncomfortable?
Yeah.
Well, it's like, well, you're beautiful. Your family's beautiful. Your sister is attractive.
Yeah.
But I want you to know that this is something I don't want. And I don't want the temptation in my house.
Oh, shit.
That's where the adult conversation comes in. Because one, your wife is going to defend her sister. Or your wife may possibly get offended. But this is one of those things where you have to be honest. And you have to try to talk through on it.
Better doing it now than fucking trying to apologize for something that really bad happened.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You have to talk to your wife. And as far as tactfully, you know what? You can't be tactful with everything. Sometimes you just got to fucking say it.
Yeah.
You have to break the walls down.
Sure.
You have to do it. This would be really awkward. Me just trying to give that expressed how awkward it is. And I'm just making it up. I'm actually not looking at my significant other and trying to say that. I mean... And maybe even part of me is like, have her there for the conversation too. Because maybe that's what you need. Maybe you need them to support each other. Be like, I'm uncomfortable with how you flirt with me, sister. Mm-hmm. Sweetheart, I love you. I'm just not comfortable with this.
Interesting.
So, and then maybe they can talk it over or whatever and set boundaries.
Or just go for it.
Because it sounds like the sister's just a flirt.
Or you could just go for it.
Or you could just go for it. Maybe there's some weird kinky porn session that may just happen. Who knows? I don't think that's going to happen.
I don't think so
but
either.
You have to broach the subject in an open manner.
Maybe you could just talk to the sister.
No.
No.
Can't just talk to the sister.
And just be like, hey, stop this, please.
Because the one person that's affecting the most will be the wife.
Oh, sure. That makes sense.
So the wife has to be included on that conversation.
He's the victim here.
Possible victim. I would say talk to your wife. If not your sister-in-law, and your wife at the same time. But you have to make certain things known. One, you love your wife and you want to be loyal. Mm-hmm. Two, you don't have anything against your sister-in-law. It's just something that you're uncomfortable with. Because you can't turn it into like, I just don't want your sister-in-law around. Because then your wife's going to feel like that's her sister.
Right.
And sister bonds are really strong most of the time.
Right.
So it has to be supportive, honest, and upfront. You can't hide shit.
No, you can't.
That's what I would say to do.
That's a good one.
Hard man. Conversation.
Oh, yeah. Tough talks.
Yeah.
Tough talks.
Tough talks.
All right, episode 23, the Point Podcast.
What?
We should be back next weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
We'll do our best.
Sounds good to me.
Do our best to be back next weekend.
Hope you have a
Facebook, YouTube, iTunes, all that good stuff.
Hope you have a good one, guys. Take it
Hope
easy.
you have a good one, man.
Enjoy a good movie. Enjoy a good book. Go out. Make someone feel better. Enjoy the sun.
You seen any good movies? The Shallows?
I watched Ex Mechanica.
Ex Machina.
Whatever that is.
Yeah, that's good, huh?
Yeah, it was. The ending was.
I didn't see that coming. Honestly.
Fuck, man.
A lot of people said they saw that coming. I didn't see it coming. I thought
did.
she was being genuine. Spoiler alert.
Yeah, I did too. And then she. Yeah.
She didn't.
I didn't like the ending.
She fucking tricked him.
I actually had to go play a video game before I went to bed because I couldn't go to sleep with that shit on my mind.
Really?
That was a fucked up ending. I didn't like the movie. I didn't like it.
I like the
weird.
characters. I
Well,
like
so-
the characters.
Well, the first thing it says is that the first AI is a killer.
yeah.
Sociopathic. The first AI is a sociopath.
Yeah.
So I didn't like it. It had cool stuff to it, but I wish I hadn't
It's
watched it.
kind of creepy.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
creepy. Anyways, have a good one, guys.
Yeah.
Take it easy.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Hour 35.
That was a long time.
It was.